Hey everybody, it's Chris over at Dixieland Farm, and I have been obsessed with Dream Machine for a couple of years here now. I've already done a video on Dream Machine, and I'm just getting around now to doing the video on their third album, Living the Dream, where they've refined their sound, refined their sound, and it's what the band is really come together. So the band is Matthew and Doris Melton, by the way. Doris plays keyboards, plays synthesizer and organ. The first two albums are fairly organ heavy with some synth kind of thrown in there, while this album is more synth heavy with some organ thrown in there. The first two albums sound a little bit like Deep Purple, kind of proggy, you know, Dooms like prog, right? While this is more upbeat, late 70s. It's not disco, but it is 70s prog. And Matthew's guitar playing, I've been listening to his earlier bands as well, it's not underrated because, I mean, who's rating Dream Machine and Matthew Melton? Not enough people as far as I'm concerned, but it's very tasteful. He's a very competent, good guitarist, and he can shred when he wants. And the best thing is he is restrained. He could just noodle and do guitar wankery for a while, but he doesn't. The solos are tight and concise and are never unwelcome, and they don't overstay their welcome. And that is true of Doris's moments where she shines on the synth, leads or solos, where they fit and they sound like they belong. So a lot of problems with 70s music that had synth is the synth sounded shoehorned in there, sort of like, hey, look at the gadget we got. And that is not the case with Dream Machine. The music sounds like it belongs and it fits and it doesn't like I say, it's not flashy. Everything serves the sake of the song, which is great. So Come Along is a great introduction to the newer sound that they're coming up with here on Living the Dream. Just a good rock song, and a lot of Dream Machine music sounds like after school special music, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing in this case. Without You is just a kind of a good rock song, and it's straight, right to the point, a little reminiscent of kind of the power pop music of Warm Soda, which was Matthew's previous band, and just a good rocker.
I never aged, and preserving life, they made an image of my life. I've been running for 18 years, and now 18 minutes from an unknown feeling without you.
Until Tomorrow has his lounge sound to it, which is fantastic. It sounds like a 70s sleaze bar crooner kind of thing that Matthew's doing here. Again, great solo lead part here by Doris on the keys.
In our haste, we fell into the mirror in our hands and lost our way from what we understand. And no one knows the future from this cheapened dream. When we dance, everything that once was out of hand.
Occasionally when Doris adds background vocals, probably because of the way we're synth heavy, it does have an ABBA quality to it, which is not a bad thing also. But I think you can hear it in Prisoner of His Mind and Dreaming It Over, where Doris is singing is just really a throwback to that 70s sound, which fits the music perfectly. You Lost Her is again back to more of a warm soda sound from his previous band, Power Pop. But it fits Dream Machine just great. You Lost Her it's just a good rock song. And yeah, I think Matthew's writing has gotten stronger on this album.
Can't you see? Yeah, because you lost her in the middle of a dream. In the middle of your searching for a reason to deceive me. She's never gonna leave me. It's strange that you'll try when it only makes you cry. I heard about you for a moment, it's true.
Living the Dream, right? The thesis, I guess, right? Enough to call the album that. Powerful vocals by Doris and Matthew. Again, gelling, really coming cohesive. The one gimmick of the album is every song's got the word dream in it. And Dream Machine, I mean, dream is obviously important to them. Either dreaming as aspiration or dream like, actual go to sleep kind of dream. But sort of like a Where's Waldo, now you are looking for it. And so you're listening and then dream, there it is. Dream, there it is. So it's distracting a bit as an album experience because now I've ruined it for you, right? Now that you're listening out for it, you'll hear it every time, and it takes you out of the moment of the music, to be honest. But you do get used to it because I don't know how many times I've listened to this album. 30 times, 40 times. A lot. I've listened to this album a lot this year. But also, so now the Dream Machine has released the album. A lot more of the previous work is being released on YouTube or on Bandcamp. I think it's because he negotiated whatever out of his previous record label who held on the music and dropped him due to controversial interview and comments. But they weren't that controversial. They were just, yeah, they weren't that controversial. Especially not for rock, but yeah, that's the kind of... Hey, so Bare Wires, Cheap Perfume. Sounds a little bit more like a Warm Soda album, so Bare Wires tends to be more of a either alternative or pop punk or just kind of punk sound. Alt punk, sure. While Warm Soda sounds a little bit more power pop in nature. Cheap Perfume, the songs here, Don't Ever Change, Cheap Perfume, are a little more straightforward rock, pop. Fun album. Went back to starting listening to Someone For You. again, here you can get the more romantic power pop sound that Warm Soda has over Bare Wires. So Violet Blue and Jeannie Loves Pop. Great fun songs.
And the rest just left to bleed in a world they never find. Don't lose your head or bury it in the sand. We'll soon be there, then you'll understand. Violet blue, she wore violet blue. I know just who, if the rest they only knew, there'd be no one left to say what we could do. Jeannie loves pop. Jeannie loves pop. We're always at the top. Oh, we're never gonna stop. We're never gonna stop.
But Matthew was able to, I think he remastered or remixed Young Restless Hearts from Warm Soda. I think he never cared for the sound, so he went back and redid it. Another great album from Matthew Melton. Going in Circles, great song. Postcard, great songs. Young Restless Hearts, great song. A lot of fun. And again, this is all either free on YouTube or from Bandcamp if some of this stuff is available. I'm not sure. Some of these might only be available on YouTube, but you can stream on YouTube right now.
I want the world to see it's made for you and me. We try so hard to touch the things they'll never see. Forget the life you play. You're lost to understand. There's no place left to turn. And now we're going in circles, time and time again. Oh, don't close your eyes. It'd be wrong to take your hand. 'Cause it won't be enough for me. But it won't be enough for me. Don't place your world into my hands. That's something I can't understand. Although the world it may seem small enough to hold it in your hand, you're making castles out of sand. In my world, I don't want to ever know the world. Oh,
So I've been going hard on Matthew Melton, Dream Machine, Warm Soda, Bare Wires. That's what I've been listening to. Everybody, thanks so much for this kind of, it's best I could do review of Dream Machine and the work of Matthew Melton. He's got a solo album coming out. Doris has got a solo album coming out, I believe, coming up. Unfortunately, I don't think they tour. So I hope they're making it. I hope they're doing well. It's hard to be an artist these days, especially if you don't do live dates. You're just trying to sell albums. You're not going to do much. That's just the way it is because you can just go on YouTube and get music. So hope they're doing well. Hope they're making it. And I certainly would see them live if they ever played around me. So, Big Slant Farm. Take care.